All right, so the first box was actually pretty neat. This is the second box from this case. Remember that the Carbonite boxes have 4 boxes, not 6. So there's a slight change. I actually don't know how it is in Magic the Gathering. I know that the collector booster boxes are also sold in 4, if I'm not mistaken. But the play boosters might be a little bit different. All right. But they actually copy-pasted the entire box idea, even like the design from MTG, from what I understand. Let's see if this booster box is even nicer than the previous one. If that previous one had any different showcase than Assage, that would have probably been insane. Like, Assage is just not very exciting. You know? That's about it. Alright. No showcase. Unfortunately, already you've seen it. So we have Throne. Now the comments. We're just gonna get them aside quickly. Fuck me. Yeah, well, that's what you get for doing it too quickly. So we got Home 1 Prestige, no foil. But I'll be honest with you, this one looks fantastic. It just, even non-foil Prestige just looks awesome. Very nicely done. Such a fantastic looking card. All right. So that's our first Prestige, and it's also a Legendary. Resupply a carrier. And by the way, this is something that my friend actually showed me, and I couldn't believe it. The Hyperspace Commons have a glossier texture that you can actually see on camera than the uncommon ones. So we're gonna get an uncommon one and a common one. Pay attention. Look at the difference. It's visible on camera. The glossy texture on the right card is much, much higher than the left one. And it applies to every single common, Hyperspace common, that we found so far in the Carbonite boxes. So it looks like, even though they come from the same booster pack, and most likely from the same printer, they might have been using different paper for the commons and different paper for the uncommons and rares, which is very odd. And we checked it, and in the previous expansions, it wasn't like this. So it's the first time when the commons have a different paper or a different type of paint or whatever to make it more glossy. All right, so wait, I lost myself here. Common, and we get also a Hyperspace Radiant 7, the space hot dog. Kind of looks like a dildo or a hot dog. Who knows? I think in the previous we also had one. I think it was also a Radiant 7 in Hyperspace. Okay, then we have the Shadowed Hover Tank and a Hyperspace Legendary. What a booster pack. I mean, unfortunately, this Hyperspace Legendary is not super playable right now. Hera Syndulla doesn't look that great, but she still has 2 more expansions to maybe pop off. So maybe this will actually get, you know, a little bit better in the future. But it's very nicely looking Hyperspace. Hyperfoil, sorry. All right, so first pack, already 2 legendaries. Actually, 3 legendaries if you count the Prestige one. Showcase? No showcase. Although maybe better. If that would have been a showcase of Admiral Holdo, I think my friend here would have gotten a heart attack. He already had opened 2, if I'm not mistaken, of them. Right. Common, uncommon Sabine Masterpiece. Again, the only foil that I actually like in the normal frame. Then we have Hyperspace Fireball. Very nice. Very nice looking card. The artwork pops beautifully with all that blue in the background. And even though it doesn't have that separated foil on the spaceship like the Prestige cards, this one looks amazing and it's a very playable card. So we're going to put it aside over here. Then we have foil Resistance X-Wing. Cat and Mouse. Uncommon. Wait, let me put it here. Uncommon. Common. This is such a cool artwork. Wait, is that the Prestige? That's the Prestige, no? Yes, that's the Prestige. I was like flabbergasted at it a little bit. What a cool artwork. I didn't see it in foil yet, but I bet it looks awesome. Right, so that's the second one. And here from the foils, we just have Trench Run and Sabine's Masterpiece. Those go here, this goes here. And let me just quickly destroy hyperspaces, hyperfoils, and that's it. Okay. But the second pack was a bit of a dud, I would say. Showcase. Nope. But Admiral Akbar. Now foils. I think I spoiled myself because I can see foiling in the middle of the pack. So there's a prestige foil in this pack. Mandalorian. IG 2000 in foil. It would, believe it or not, but many people are saying that they do not open IGs enough, and everyone wants IGs because they're so playable in Django. So we have Hyperfoil Frisk, Hyperfoil Sulustan Spacer, and now we have Black 1 Hyperspace, Red 5. Okay, those are the comments. We can go from the top actually. The Ghost in Hyper, sorry, not Hyper. Prestige foil the Ghost, and well, it kind of looks fucking awesome. It really does look awesome. We can also compare it to the version of the hyperspace. Like, that's not even close. Like they barely look alike. The quality is so different on those cards, and even though this one looks actually pretty nice, this one just puts it to shame. And this is one of the rare few prestige cards when actually the prestige kinda fits the name, because it looks like a blinged out prestigious card. All the reds and golds are just looking amazing on this. Okay, so prestige foil goes here. This one is a common, goes here, and this one goes here. Why am I opening this weird way? Showcase? Nope. Wedge. Let's go through the commons. Foil Executor. Man, it sucks that this ship is so bad. I wish this ship would have been more playable. But like, it's such an iconic ship. Alright, let's go from the back now. Too much. Allegiant General Pride, which is a playable hyper rare. Then we have Clone Pilot. Then we have Super Heavy Iron Cannon. 10 Thief. Okay, so those are uncommons. Let's go forward then. Executor goes over here, I guess. Cassian and IG 2000. That's a nice hit, I would say, because as I said before, many people want to have this card in the prestige version for their Django decks, which will be very popular. Very, very popular, as it seems that Django is gonna be the top dog in the current metagame. And then we have Torpedo Barrage and Krennic, which is also a decent hit when it comes to uncommons. I wonder how this Carbonite collector booster packs, how they will affect the overall economy of the game, because the foils have to be like on a downright spiral. They already have been like pretty undervalued, and now they'll be probably even less valued than before. So I wonder how will that affect the overall economy, with the legendaries being spawned more often, showcases being spawned more often. It's gonna be very interesting to watch how this will change on the market. Luke Skywalker. Now go from the back. We have a Von Rex TIE Interceptor. It's an uncommon. We have MC3 Assault. Oh, nice. Another planetary bombardment that was also in the previous booster box of this Carbonite case. So 2 times hyperspace planetary bombardment, which is one of the best legendaries of the set. Hunting Aggressor. This goes over here. Evasive Maneuvers. A reprint from Soar. Okay, and Rudus. I can remember what he does. Oh, okay, well, this is not very playable. But it looks awesome. That's what I can tell you. the blue hue on the background, or like purple even, looks actually very nice. So more of a collector piece than anything else. Look, Skywalker goes over here. All right. If I'm not mistaken, the only showcase that is holding a lot of value in this expansion is the Vader, if I'm not mistaken. Yet, maybe, because it's playable. So that would be nice to open over here. Annihilator, which is the foil legendary in the frame. Another capital ship over here. We have Shuttle SD-149 in hyperspace. Hyperspace foil, sorry. Okay. This one goes over here, here. Okay, let's open from this side now. Blue leader in prestige. I think this is one of the better hit when it comes to the tier 1 because it's a very playable card. So this is a pretty decent hit. And then we have also Fleet Interdictor. And by the way, if someone would show me this card with this covered, I would say, oh, this is a legendary card. But it's not. It's just a common. And then we have 2 more commons. It just looks so nice. And the effect is also pretty sweet. So I feel like this is one of the card that could have been a legendary. Just like the War Juggernaut. All right, showcase. Nope. Rio Durant. Shuttle. Why am I saying the common names? I don't know. BB, R2. It's a trap. Uh-oh. Let's see if this booster pack is actually gonna be a trap. But foiling actually on this one looks pretty sweet. I don't know why, but it just looks pretty sweet. From the back, we have In Depth to Crimson Dawn and ATDP Occupier. Ooh, Annihilator in hyperspace, which is playable, I would say, but probably one of the ships that looks so much better in the prestige version than the normal legendary. Again. Okay. Okay, and now. Oh! Invincible. Not sure if you're watching the series, but it's quite amazing. I just finished it 2 days ago. The last episode was awesome. A little bit off topic. But this card is also very playable, I would say. At some point might be incredibly playable because, you know, if Dooku gets more droids, then the Invincible and, what's his name? Invisible Hand together might create a very strong deck. So this might be one of those prestige cards that will get a boost in value over time. Showcase? I think so. That was a little bit of a glare. Let's see. Is it gonna be a Vader? Alright, I'm sorry. Oh, that's so sad. Oh god, it's so sad. First Asajj and now Rose Tico. Oh god, that's incredibly sad. I mean, it's a fantastic leader for sealed and draft, but man, she's bad for constructed. So, but hey, it is a showcase. It's a little bit of value. It can get you back of like value of a one booster pack, maybe 1.5, maybe 2. Jesus. Is she actually worth more than Asajj? No? Okay, that's great. Oh, talking about Invincible. A foil version of it. And to be fair, no, okay, prestige version is nicer. The artwork, I mean, not the frame or whatever. But hey, Grim Valor, forgot this card ever existed, actually. Okay, nothing interesting over here. Millennium Falcon in hyperspace, which always is nice to hit. And now, ooh, now that's a nice hit, I would say, because if the thing is, this goes here. The thing is, Annihilator is not really playable outside of Control Mirrors, but in Control Mirrors is gonna be a card that decides who wins. So it's kind of like with Relentless. Relentless and Annihilator will be those two cards that are gonna decide a control matchup. So this card is gonna be in need of, I would say, sideboard space, probably one in main. When it comes to those matchups, and now with the draw system being changed, it's also even more important to win the first game, I would say. So it's a nice hit, I would say. Okay, so far 2 foil prestiges, 3, 6. So that's 8 booster packs. Now we open the 9th. Another showcase, maybe? Nope. Oh, maybe better. Okay. No. Oh, but I see a prestige foil, so that's something. Razor Crest in hyperfoil. Flanking Fang Fighter. Rudis, which has, man, if they would combine the background of this with the prestige version of the ship itself, that would have been so sweet. Hyperspace Rare. That's uncommon. Okay, so we can go from the front now. Ooh. Now that is sweet. Oh my god, it looks amazing. I don't know if you guys see it on camera, but in real life, it looks amazing. The lighting in the background, the rain, all of it, it kind of like doesn't pop out, but just complements the card and the composition of it. And even though the ship is a little bit darker, it kind of makes sense because of the lighting hitting behind it. So it looks very nice. And also, I think this card is actually pretty playable. So I wouldn't be surprised if this one will be worth more than other versions of prestige cards. Okay, go here, and there we have nothing interesting. So 3 foils. We had 4 prestige foils in the previous one. Look. Chimera. 2. Okay, so we have Relentless Fire Spray. Kinda sucks that it's double red. Like, I don't get it, man. This card would be playable with 1 red, but with double red, I don't know. Kinda makes no sense. Alright, so let's go from the back now. Can you get a legendary hyperspace after this one as the second one? Probably not, no? I can't remember it being ever that way, but hey. Hyperspace Colossus. BB8. Those are uncommon, so we're gonna go through them fast. Okay, we can go now Prestige. Fireball and Prestige. Now that's a good hit, for sure. Super playable card for Constructed. Looking amazing in the Prestige foil. It just looks awesome. We can compare it to the normal version. Both of them look nice, but you... no contest. No contest which one looks better. Like, there's no subjective opinion over here. It's objectively, this one just looks so much better. Okay, so Fireball over here. And what's even more important is that Fireball is constructed playable, which changes a lot when it comes to the values of the cards. Vader in hyperspace, unlucky. Krennic. We get Invisible Hand. Oh my god. Back to back. But hey, at least it was a storyline. How did I... So it can be 2 rares, but it can also be only 1 rare from the foils. Okay. I have to pay more attention to it. So Invisible Hand as the Prestige. This is the second one? No, we had Invincible. Okay. Again, this card might skyrocket in value if we get interesting 2-drop droids in the future. Landing shuttle. Oh, you guys remember how we spoke about the quality of the print? This one looks straight up like a comic book paper. And I'm not sure if you guys know what I mean, but when you open a new comic book, like the ones that have like those glossy paper, this one looks straight up like a piece of that comic book. It's so glossy. It looks incredibly nice. Incredibly nice. But it's only commons from this expansion in Carbonite. I don't even know about normal boxes. We'll have to check it. But the commons from Carbonite, same goes for here. It looks like an actual piece of art. It has such a nice like texture. Uncommons, Red Squadron X-Wing, and Commandeer. Oh, that's a nice hit. That is a nice hit because it's one of the most playable rares when it comes to events from this expansion. So a hyperfull version of it is a very nice hit. And it also looks pretty nice. All those Django players hate this card. So we'll put this over here. All right, we have last pack from this booster box. We had already 4 prestige foils. Did you ever hit 2 of the same showcase in the one box? No? Okay. Would have been hilarious though. Okay, let's see. Wingman, Half-Less Tactics. Okay, so I'm gonna go from the back now. Radis, Hyperspace, Foil. Where did I put that? Is that the first one? No, wait, this is the second one. Okay. Third one, never mind. I'm stupid. Ooh. I mean, Executor, so not the best one. And we already, I think, opened one in the previous box. Okay, so those are now uncommons. Repair is reprinted. Right, I forgot about it. Never mind. All right, Colossus, and we have Shuttle. We can compare it to the premium foil. Okay, I can put this over here, put this over here. Let's compare it. Both look awesome, but no contest, the foil just looks so much better. Like, it actually looks three-dimensional. This one doesn't look three-dimensional. Some of the artwork just looks amazing because it looks 3D. This one doesn't really. Sorry, this one doesn't, but this one does. So this box, all right, let's sum it up. So we have 4 foils of the prestige cards: Fireball, Shuttle, Radis, and Ghost. I would say 1 incredibly playable one, 1 playable, and 2 meh. And then when it comes to normal prestiges, we have 1 very playable if the control decks will be playable. 1 playable because it's a blue leader, or 1 very playable because it's IG 2000, and the other ones are like okay hits. I would say those 3 are okay hits. And then when it comes to legendaries, we had 3 foil legendaries, 1 hyperfoil legendary, and 4 hyperspace legendaries, including a planet bombardment, which is an incredibly good hit. So, and of course a showcase of Rose Tico, but no one actually remembers that already. So, all right, second box, I would say a little bit less successful than the first one, maybe, but very similar value. If that would be any different showcase, that would have been much better. But yeah, all right, let's go to the third box.